Oh, shut up, Tim. Sorry, mate. In the 1990s. I just want to do the interior. There you go. Sounds like we're on the Jubilee line. What's the unit on the front of this?
908.
908 in here, I believe it is. Let me just double check.
Is it a dash one? Or is it?
It is.
Is it another one?
017.
A Hitachi one?
Yes, I'm afraid so. My heart bleeds, believe me. Sad to say that this would need to be. Oh, Lord, I'm on television. This needed to be an 8 car because otherwise there's a risk of it getting capped, trapped by the traction supply going through the depot.
Yeah.
So going through Grove Park depot a bit later, so we didn't.
And that's a good thing I've got my Southeastern tie.
Yes, that'll save us. That's the tie that has blessed us with its presence. Thank you very much for doing it.
Yeah. I had a couple of Tennessee ones I've got indoors.
Sorry?
I've got loads of Tennessee ones I've got indoors.
Oh, very nice, very
I've got
nice.
Kent Close, Kent Neck,
We'll have a couple more at Cannon Street for your viewing pleasure. I'm not exactly sure which ones though off the top of my head.
Well, they got a stall up there.
Yes.
Okay, I might be a bit warm for me.
Yes, it is. If anyone is getting really toasty, do give us a shout.
That's all we need. And it's allowed to be out of action. No, that's not allowed to be early. Oh, 05 now. Right, that's what we're doing. That's all it's on. Who's on the volunteers as well? I'm thinking joining as far as volunteers.
Lost it. We do have bottles of water on board if any like any obviously we're heading down to Orpington via go past Slade. After Orpington we'll be going to Slade 3, thank you very much. And then through the carriage block. So obviously
I want to move this right and the kids again. You know what colour I want to paint it? Great Western Railway green.
On the left we see some brewers' barrels, which if I'm not very much mistaken are Beaver Town.
Feels like I've been on the Jubilee line when it had manual train off trip chops.
I think they did use the same traction motor, hence the similarity. I think
On the night.
GC swap.
Next time it came on the GC All Stomp.
That's it. Yeah.
That's why you see you come and see it.
Yes.
About hopefully it's not. No, because I'm hoping it's not. Well, they're saying it's in the afternoon.
I think just to our right we've got Stuart's Lane, where obviously the merchant navy can line is based.
Since they've got skip, why don't they bring Panline as a spare bully?
Panline do you enjoy it?
Absolutely.
No.
Red paint wasn't cheap in those days, so you needed to off demand. Yeah, it's quite.
Yeah, poor figures.
Yeah, good. Basically, I think that card is basically the new build card. I think.
The new generation of Steve.
Yes.
Because Tornado and Lady of Legends on the last day.
Yes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Eddie Brown. I'm your driver manager this morning for this Rail 200 service. I'm joined up front by your driver this morning, James. James is the driver at Gillingham Depot. So just to keep you updated, we're now making our way to Orpington. En route, we are booked to stop at Kent House and have around about 10 minutes. That's time permitting at the moment. When we get to Orpington, we've also got another 10 minutes there as well. Once we get to Orpington, we'll then be on our way to Cannon Street via Sidcup this morning as well. So yeah, there'll be time for more photos once the train gets to London Cannon Street. It's due at London Cannon Street this morning around about 12:57, and it will sit there until around about 2:30. So there's plenty of opportunity once we get to London Cannon Street for photos, etc. And if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask either myself or to James, the driver, there's ample opportunity there at Cannon Street. So once again, I'd just like to welcome you on board this morning. Hope you enjoy the ride this morning. And yeah, I'll see you very shortly. Thank you.
I know these went through. These used to go through Tunbridge. These go through Tunbridge Wells
Yes.
during the peak.
Yes. Yes. So obviously for some as well, the at the start. So during peak, these networking new roads, stopping services, which this one has been down a couple of times, and one time of which I was actually, this the last time I just saw it, I was still in Southern uniform for P.A.D.
And we've got no. Well, they can have a spare if Tornado done.
I suppose they've got the home fleet of obviously Beachy Heads. I know it's taking part in the car, but
Camelot will be on call.
True, yeah, you've got Camelot, the standard tank. No one.
Archie might have to be back home.
I don't know how long it's. I don't know how long it's staying for. The hands. I didn't know.
Hope they do. We're lifetime. I'm a lifetime member. I think they should give lifetime members the okay to have a voice of what they can have for next year's diet.
I don't know how it works, but it would certainly be nice to put out to the public, because obviously during the day it's in the gardens. I don't know how that works.
We've seen a Thames. Yeah, that's the main Thames road. Yeah.
Sorry? Yeah, supposed to change from
Put like the trolleys so do what they do on the
trains at this time.
So when this train was first when this train was first delivered in about 1992-93, this was the livery it came in because it was originally ordered by Network Southeast, and then subsequently when the word we're not allowed to talk about privatisation happened, it went over to various different operators, and it's now today, apart from a couple of light alterations to these bits here, and different paint on the
We
rails,
might do the
still
bakery
basically
after
the same
7
conditions.
because there's going to be veg there.
Houses.
You said it's big.
So yeah, I mean this jacket, for instance, actually is from Cannon Street, which is partly why I decided to wear it, obviously to take it back. But yeah, so the hat is a wartime issue.
Literally every week in the lake, so every Sunday week in the lake, and amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
But there's no method of refund, so it's quite good.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah,
It's more than 30 days. It's more than an hour and a half. It's more than 2 hours total there.
That really is, you know, I really would buy a lottery ticket. It did happen to me once, about 2 or 3 hours later or something. Really buy a lottery ticket because A, you get the whole money back, and B, more importantly, you get a lot Oh, any time, please. Oh no, don't you worry, that's what we're here for.
Morning, Badger. Once again, your driver manager here, Eddie. Just to let you know, we are now coming into Kent House. We are going to be held here for around about maybe between 4 and 6 minutes. So we will give a door release. What I would say is if you don't need to get off the train, I wouldn't get off the train, because once we do get the signal, we will be on our way then to Orpington. So yeah, once again, we're just running now into Kent House, and we will be giving a door release. If you do need to get off and just get some brief fresh air, please do, but please don't venture far from the train, because once we get the signal, we will be on our way. Thank you.
Kent House, by the way, is because the farmhouse, this was all farmland when the railway was built, and the farmhouse was the first house in Kent, the Kent House in London. We've never really got too much
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're leaving here now.
No, of course not in the intersection. Absolutely. Plus, there's stuff to do in the city.
Alongside the 5166. Yeah, this one's original number would be 208. Yeah, it had a slash
Train is the service to Orpington.
One perhaps for some of the younger viewers, this particular area of line was one of the relatively few to be signed by train crew from such exciting depots as Paris, Brussels and Lille, when the Eurostar used to come through here, which was about the same time as it was upgraded onto networkers from the previous stock. This is particularly notable for several reasons, largely on the fact that during route learning I'm told that there were several French train crew who ended up driving various suburban services to Orpington as part of their practice and training. Who knows what they would have thought of it, but having been dealing with sophisticated TGVs and other high horsepower equipment, but there we are.
Did these seats used to be network Southeast colours?
They did. Yes, so they started out in network Southeast colours, these seats. These were refurbished. This particular one was refurbished in the mid-2000s. I forget exactly when, I'm afraid.
When it was Southeastern train?
Yes, because it was doing the Barley Mow line down to Ashford. So it was given a more sort of exec style interior, which means that they have slightly different grab handles and slightly different equipment.
I have a question.
Please.
You know some of the carriages on the Dash 9s, why are the motors not disabled? Like some of the carriages, you know why the motors are disabled?
Well, with the trailer carriages, sometimes, you know, motors are moving machinery and it's always with old trains they can have spare parts type issues, so that's the...
Is there even a fun carriage when I try to like film the motor, it feels like it was disabled?
Yeah, it can happen, but because the networkers are a modular design, if one element isn't necessarily working or it's been taken off maintenance, it can still go out in service, so that would be why it was disabled. It's when it goes into Slade Green to be maintained. Various procedures.
I remember the rush motors.
I believe so.
What happened to them, the rush motors?
What happened to them? I think a lot of them went, and I think you were talking about this earlier, I think a number of them went to TfL for spares for the 96 stock.
Oh yeah.
Because they're Onyx motors for rush machinery. As for the rest of them, I'm afraid I don't know. One of my society colleagues is a bit of an expert on these things though, and if he comes by I'll ask him.
And you know the class 375-6 that has like a dual voltages, that has like a overhead. What are their reason there for?
That's the first time anyone's ever said that to me.
Can they be used like to pop on the side?
Have the pantographs on the 376 has ever been used? Unfortunately not. I think they have been used in testing, and the reason they were ordered for that, it was a standard order for species of future-proofing, and also in case they ever had to do tempting work.
So they failed the test then?
They didn't fail the test as such, but it's just never proven necessary to be used, and because they haven't been on overheads, and therefore they can get all sorts of branches and stuff cut in them, they'll have to do testing if they ever get moved to overheads.
So when they park up on the side, they don't always use third rail?
No, they do always use third rail where it's fitted.
Not overhead?
Pardon?
Not overhead wire?
No, I don't believe they can go on the high speed line. Well, they definitely can't because of the signalling, but I don't believe they're regular Battersea compatible.
I like the Class 395 high speed wires.
Oh yeah, they can do anything you want.
Yeah. So do you know the old US style livery? Do you know the old US style livery, the Class 373 ones?
I do.
Yeah, same. I've been on both of them. I went to Paris.
Nice.
February.
Very nice. Yeah, at the risk of showing my age a little bit, I did in fact go on a Eurostar when they were still coming through here. It took a very long time and was very crowded.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they didn't build a high-speed line up here through this area.
Well, look how dense the housing is. I mean, that's the main issue why a high-speed line didn't basically follow this line here. Is because of housing density, and of course, having gone through, the 3 hills.
You know, there used to be a first class in Southeastern. Do you know why they got rid of it? Is it to increase capacity?
As the saying goes in my line of work, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze.
Oh yeah.
It was taking up too much capacity and taking in too little money.
Oh, so he always declassifies whenever they get full, busy and crowded.
Yes, so that's why it went on Southeastern, I do believe.
Oh, that's good. Unlike the one for high-speed trains, you still get first class.
On the long distance stuff, yeah.
Are these similar to the diesel version, the 165, 166s?
They are.
Yeah, they're from the same design and same stable in the sense of they were designed with as much commonality as it was practical to have, because if you think about it, if you've got a large fleet of trains, you want to have as few spare parts as possible to keep them
And also
operating.
their motors, they are like similar to the Class 365.
Yes.
The Smiley bench trains.
Indeed. And when the 165s obviously have a lot of differences because you have to have a lot of different stuff. The body shell needs, the underframe needs to be a bit heavier.
I thought they were like the same, but each inside are different, like compared to the 165, 166s.
Yeah.
They don't have like open windows on the Class 166, or
no, they don't, because it was designed for air conditioning. That never works, but it's nice.
Oh yeah, I like the Class 165s where you could just all open the windows inside the cabin.
Yes, indeed.
So these maintain the Slade Green? These units?
Sorry?
These units maintain the Slade Green?
They are.
Yeah.
They have
Some of
like
these
various
get maintained at
depots.
Ashford.
These all get maintained at, and always have done at Slade Green. They can do.
But they are
all
various
the,
depots there.
They do have various depots and places they can stable. They're in Grove the Shared Overlight, Orpington, I think, Orpington, Grove Park, which will be going through.
So what's it like to be a train driver? When you wake up in the morning and then you have to like take your first train up.
If you let a train go in front of another train that's slower going up to at Orpington and they're going towards London, big whoop, they can cross them back over at Grove Park or that junction like at Hither. But if you let them out going southwards, apart from Sevenoaks is full, they're stuck behind it all the way to Tunbridge or even Hastings or Ashford at times. So,
when things are working normally, is it automated in many ways, or do you still manually set the routes?
yes and no. So this area is automated. As that was another NSE invention to an extent, was automatic route setting. But A, you're under no obligation to use that if you don't want to, and B, not all areas have it. Like the signal box I worked in, which were none of them.
Do they control the trains with the signal box? The points?
Yes, yeah. So what will have happened there is when the train we've been waiting for has passed, the ARS on Panel 1 Ashford would have gone, 1 Zulu 65, I think, is, or whatever head code we are, is waiting to do it. Then it would set the points to the required position and clear the signal.
Yeah. The signals are when you approach, they tell you what line will be heading to?
Yes, yes they do.
You know, example, if you're heading to the slow line or change it over to the fast line, then it will have like a limited speed limit.
Oh, it might do the
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, you got.
I've just seen 2376s. Are they start using them on this route then?
376s are not typically used between Victoria and Orpington because short platforms. So, as you may have noticed, the sort of Victoria and Orpington line is quite constrained because it's so hilly. So the platforms are very, very short, and even an 8 car is quite tight. I mean, we were right at the end of Kent House there. So even though there's 376s and 707s and 700s cutting about over towards the southeast London side, this line is still pretty much all networking.
So you just need a 465, 466 combo.
Oh, you can't even have a 10 car. You can have a 6 or an 8 on a 4 or 6 or an 8 on an Orpington Victoria, but you can't have a. They're cleared for the route; they can go empty, but you can't have them in passenger service.
Can they have 466s now on the GNS to Sittingbourne?
London Cannon Street via Sidcup.
Non-stop.
That is the plan, but quite a little of life in them yet.
So we're running non-stop to London Cannon Street from Orpington.
Yes.
Into the depot.
Yeah, so going into the depot, out the other side of the depot, then Crayford, Slade Green.
Do Network South East friends need more volunteers?
Yes, always. Yes, please. Oh, crikey.
So,
I mean, in fairness, there's quite a few
my
of them
mother
based
used
down
to work
that
at Tesco, so she could be taking the role of John, what Mr. Piper took up.
Ah, yes, Mr. Piper.
Sorry, do you mind?
That's all right. Did Mr. Piper used to work at Tesco then?
No, Network South East Railway Society when it was NSCRS.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a grizzled veteran of it myself.
I'll wait until everyone's sat down.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll grab your cue for a moment.
Oh no, sitting. Unless I saw one of my friends on the other side of the station waiting for him.
Put this in the side of your bag, do you know?
Ring the bell as well.
Please stand clear of the doors. This train is ready to leave.
Oh, it reminds me of what I do on the 1-6.
That is nice. Did you say
Oh, very nice.
Should we like a colleague with us come and then we could have done the tea and coffee service what Wagon used to do on the district.
Oh, lovely.
Does anybody like any winter?
Does anybody like any water? Does anyone like any water? Yes, please. Just a bit small. Anyone like any water? Yes. Yeah. Anyone like any water?
Just joining in on the protocol. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Right, my street through the Washington Road. It could look like a bit of a geezer in there. Running this too.
Like, you know, classic, very left wing.
I'm going to put these on the out.
This is the thing, in the community we have to shake ourselves like
Yeah, you send me that.
This 200, relatively, it's on your hand. Yeah, because it's a sort of combined celebration of 200 years of Yes, indeed. So, if I say no hate is the answer. If I say yeah, through the maybe it'll come off and say yeah. It's a little bit up by traction lead.
Where's the washer?
Go through the washer, then round the lee skirt,
which is like the highest level of yeah, LSE, oh, it's LSE embankment, and then it's Northern Line as well. Yeah, it's LSE and then UCL stole it.
I think it's yeah, what's free? Because you can do this in one ride, sure. The mid-rate yes, you've got it sewn up. And also, it's tube.
Everyone thought this was going to be a farewell tour. But some of my friends said, is this his farewell tour? I went, yes.
And even that might get pushed out a bit in this race.
Well, when these were supposed to go 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
These are quite, they're quite pushing because that helps with the London area.
They can still move the masses of cultures, you know. It's telling that, 20 years later they basically just built more of them than birds from
Might be passing Zachary's ends.
I've been on A-Road, or I went on Britannia up to York. They found up Peterborough.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Britannia got to Peterborough, and then this was my birthday tour as well, so I went on it for my birthday. But I wasn't too upset because it was my first ever one. But then seeing Britannia when we were running past it, it's just really upsetting.
I remember it was in working York quite a lot, and I was training controllers that day, and somebody came in and said, God, Britannia's broken down. Kind of long faces all around the room, it was terrible. for anyone who thinks that people that work on the railway are on bench.
And then
oh, what a shame. The country's fifth busiest main line.
And then Britannia got safely to 79 Mean Valley. They tested it and it went back on gradually as they were about to break
oh, nice.
So we travelled all the way back to Southall, and it was a bit disappointing that the diesel we got replaced, like the 57 I was happy with, but it was a bit disappointing with the 47. It was just like the VR green one. I mean, it's a nice one, but it comes down to catch way too often.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I mean, I've only ever been on, this is only my third rail tour, which is quite staggering. My last one was Freeze going up to Nottingham. Close the windows, for obvious reasons.
Unless you want to watch it for yourself.
I could do a bit of a shower.
It's great content online, but
yeah, well, just,
I wouldn't use my job every day.
You would.
Oh, I don't know. And then, who did I say already? Is he? Yes. Is he Ellie? Yes.
Yes. I'm going to get and show you how much charge.
What?
Next time David gets it home, I can show you how much charge.
Yeah, but you don't come to me anymore.
I can take blood test. Can I message him what you do?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, can I just ask any windows that you can see that are open, could I just ask that they're closed, please? We're just going through the depot at Grove Park. So yeah, if we could just please ensure the all windows are closed, please. Thank you.
Unless you want to get soaked.
Some depots might do. Remember that? Yeah. It's one depot we haven't done. Yeah.
We arranged to do that when we were at Dartford. It was his day off, so we done it.
I wonder if there's any of them that has the original Southeastern Networker. Because most of them are just repainted.
There's another 375 that's due to be redone. That's him. Are they redoing all the 376s?
They are.
Is that another one that's just been repainted?
Yep. They're repainting them and they'll give them
Will the 465 be repainted or will it stay the same?
I think they're going to stay the same for the moment.
But when they, in occasion when they get repainted.
I can see that the possibility might arise.
Interesting.
Always repaint them all in NSE, that'd be a lot.
Well, why would they repaint these when they put up the tenders?
Because the 395 were refurbished.
Because I mean, the 376s, they're repainting now. They've probably got another 10-15 years left in them. These
haven't, to be blunt. So it basically all depends on maintenance and exams. The train has to actually be repainted every so often to protect the metalwork beneath it. What colour they actually get repainted in, or whether a full repaint or a touch-up is considered viable, really sort of does depend. I don't actually know who makes that decision, come to think of it, but it is possible. It just depends how long they're going to be going on for, which depends on the fleet replacement and things.
I mean, they wanted to have them out by the end of the decade. That's what could happen.
50-50 at the moment, to the best of my knowledge, anyway. Yeah.
Is one of the contract for the new trains?
I have no idea.
It's not been issued.
It has not, no. I don't.
I bolster and get it.
What? Nobody's really put in a bid.
I hope CAF gets it. Ha 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 ha! Just to wind everyone up. Right, I suppose I should actually say something useful. So carriage washing machines are actually a fairly recent idea, and although this one has been replaced, it was one of the first. Because this whole growth part, this whole stabling complex was pretty extensively remodelled for the networkers coming in.
What, when the slam doors were in service?
Yeah.
Thought it was
so all being of different lengths.
Thought it was going for a wash.
Oh no. It had a wash coming this morning. Have you seen the price of detergent these days?
Well, they're not washing them now.
Oh, well, they're not washing them right this second, but you know, it does get a wash every certain time. It's just this one got a wash this morning coming for the rail tour, so.
There wasn't any other destinations this one would have done.
No, it's just doing this today.
Not going all the way down to. Not going all the way down to Gillingham by the Medway towns.
Not off the top of my head, no. It does now and again. I think it went down the Medway the other week, didn't it?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, fair enough. Oh.
Because I know obviously this went up to Creative Gathering.
Yeah, and it has been back in service since then, but they don't generally come down to Tunbridge Wells anymore, do they?
During the
I haven't seen this one for a few months down at Tunbridge Wells, but it has come down there. Rather strict.
Yeah.
And these apparently are far too wide.
Yeah, there's a lot of routes are quite restricted for this one. It's crashing, clunk into things like they can't. Just been through the carriage wash, so we're going to go around something called the Lee Spur, which is, and I'm going to be very technical. On your left is Hither Green, used to be full-on loco depot, but now it's mostly tampers and trams and other equipment. Trams as in track regulating machines, not as in quarry. Cetera. No, me no. Yeah, I can only really see the luggage racks unless I'm bent yes, quite. Just have to have a wash at the same time. Look at that.
Minutes, depart at 11:36, 11:37.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're on their way.
Yeah, this is the route where I sit. So
one thing that I'm really struggling with in our rats is often a lot of come around
the good thing is it's no letter from the 1990s. That Wendy is still in service.
Thankfully, we're deep on the North Clyde line, it's still very slim pieces at the time, which is nice. Yeah, yesterday yeah.
Well, these trains are only just 75 miles an hour. And they're pretty slow. They'll hold up the trains. Take a long time to get to Margate.
To be honest, they did the 4.5 council on the right lane.
Yeah.
Metro around.
Right, the main line. It's much bigger capacity. A lot of places pass over the crisscross.
Funnily enough, 465 square itself and this one public.
Essentially. We'll just go down there. So that just there is one of the early designs of a new type of station building after the class that the NSE pioneered. And it used to have, I don't know if it still does, but it used to have NSE relief on the bricks side.
Sorry.
Helping all right.
There's also the yacht. Yeah, that's nice of her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, so basically, rounders they're kind of known as, so they just kind of go. There's a few dotted around. So it's like there's one like this way and slow, and whichever way. And usually, when they used to get the mixed one of it, A, choose which direction you're going to go. B, you've chosen the wrong one. Yeah, so trains don't go from Greenwich much anymore, so we're going that way to change. I don't think they oh, fair enough. Oh yeah, it's one of these. Appreciation is 95% of the game, to be honest. I mean.
I remember these two with this unit.
Oh yeah. No, mate. Some mates of mine. One of them was like, you know.
Just to let you know, unfortunately the factory there is going to got bombed, so we lost that. Currently there's a garden above the station which serves for uses for corporate events, and as we go into the station there's a tower either side of the canopy. During renovation in the 1980s it was discovered that one of those had a water tanker in there, which was used for filling up the locomotives. So I see you all at Kenneth Street, and thank you for joining us.
What time were we due in Cannon Street?
I think it's 57 minutes past, if I'm correct. You have pretty much identical uniforms to what I'm wearing.
Yeah. Different time.
Yes. Right.
It's the same logo that the trains have got.
Yes. Yes, it is 12:57 at arrival.
This is the depot, Slade Green.
I think some of you may have seen going past, Slade Green is well known for a number of things, not least of the fact that its flower baskets and its beds. Apparently it's one depot in bloom a few times. Back when that was a thing. It was also at one point. Sorry if I'm jumping.
No, do go ahead.
Also, at one point, I don't think it is anymore, but at one point.
Just for your information, just coming up on the left and the right now is Slade Green Depot. This is one of Southeastern's train maintenance depots. We do light maintenance here in the shed. It's also just had an upgrade to its wheel lathe. It's taken about 18 months to 2 years to do. Just been completed early on this year. So a lot of our trains now come here to have their wheels lathed.
It was also...
It's also a driver's depot as well, with over 100 drivers at Slade Green. We've also got a driver's depot at Dartford, which is just around about 100 drivers. Grove Park, where we went for earlier on, is also another driver's depot, around about 120 to 130 drivers. And Orpington, around about 100 drivers at Orpington. We've also got drivers depots at Victoria and London Charing Cross, Gillingham, Ramsgate, Tunbridge, Ashford, and Hastings. Faversham also.
Good old Hastings.
Yeah, that's a slight bit about our drivers at South East and where they're based.
A slight addition to that, hopefully nothing else is going to happen. A slight addition to that is that Slade Green at one point was the train crew depot with the most nationalities represented anywhere on the network. People from this year, it was very much a railway town, and all of these houses were built to house people after the war.
We will.
So, if we just have a look on our right, I'm sure a lot of you will know this, but just passing something that was originally an NSE conception, was developed and initially planned by Network South East, and if things have gone slightly differently, it will be operated by something pretty similar to one of these, a networker. I'm of course talking about Crossrail.
Right, ladies and gents, so just passing through Abbey Wood station now. This is now also the home to the Crossrail trains. You can get trains from here now to Heathrow Airport, and the likes of Reading also. You can also get to parts of Essex now, but you'd have to change in London. I believe there's somewhere like Whitechapel you would change, and you can carry on with your journey down to Essex now. So yeah, rather a useful station now, great for the local area, local community, and I've used it myself a couple of times now for Heathrow Airport. It takes around about 15 minutes, I believe, to get to Heathrow Airport from Abbey Wood.
The original sort of conception of Network South East, by the way, was as one railway for London. That was the idea and brand.
Great, I'm familiar with.
Yes, likewise. Right by the tracks at Greenwich, and I'll tell you this now because I can tell you're burning with enthusiasm for it, is the University of Greenwich. Many things contained within the campus of the University of Greenwich, including a film and television studio. And I was in that particular studio at one point when I realised the fatal flaw for it and why it could never be used for theatrical productions. It's because people would plant a painted like a network. Sadly, yeah, that's what yes, that's
There's interchange here with the Doppler like railway.
Having a peak is very helpful. Use the rainwater. Yes, we tend to have more like beam effects now. Which will run taking place in the north, so they're going to reenact that. And if you're watching the news this evening, there should be something on there, I guess, relating to that. I was part of an exhibition train that was on tour, went down to Margate, and on the outside of the train there's various snippets of history, and it's stated that the first regular steam-hauled passenger railway in the world was the Liverpool and Manchester, which came into use in 1830. However, about 4 months prior to that, down here in the south, the Canterbury and Whitstable Railway opened. Now, only 1/3 of the line was operated by steam locomotive. The other 2/3, because of the gradient, they had to have stationary steam engines that hauled the trains up the hill by rope. And they would have worked using a winding wheel, but they were still steam engines. So, as far as I'm concerned, the outside of the train that's on tour at the moment, the history is a little bit wrong. And if any of you are local to the Faversham area, we got an exhibition in the town hall, which is a collaboration. It started on Tuesday. Will run up until Sunday. It's a relatively small exhibition.
Should be set up.
Good express
Trains when those come out of service, but those ones I'm thinking to preserve the B90s, B2Ks. We should get up to speed soon. You know why those 707s got those?
Organisations called Network South East Friends. about preserving the era, both aesthetically, any sort of memories, railway related or social at the time.
Have you just come over from
we just gone past it. Home journey.
Yeah, so they literally going up and down to Victoria.
Yeah.
You can tell you did it with your tail now.
Well, that'll be safe at Orpington. Ready to fall. As far as diagram of 2 Delta.
Right. Anybody up?
How many?
How charges your van?
City overground beside it. Class 378.
I'm holding on.
Not holding my breath. All them mountains
Listen over the windows.
Is it what? You know back to you? No, it's fine. Yeah, it's alright. Take that off. He's going to go to this one. This week is delivered. Crossrail junction. The notepads we can use to write where not to come back.
I don't know if he's going to see
Also, this train will be sitting at Cannon Street for about another hour and a half or so. So plenty of opportunity if you wish to take photographs. Also, myself and the driver will.
It's all cool, because it's job when it's
Thank you very much.
That was my sheet when they did that. So it's the books before Dorset. It's the hotel.
Yeah, the train and the books. The only thing that has been booked is the one that will be fitted to south. Because Mum likes to really disabled people. So you'd have to speak to her.
And then we need to prove that. On the day we get that one.
We've cooked a place to eat for the first time.
One on the river?
Yeah.
This is London Cannon Street. This train terminates here. All change please.
And then we're going to was there anything else you'd like to see what's around about?
Oh, I hear that.
Go, go, go.